We have a special guest here with us. We have the English legend who played 3 World Cups for England and also represented England for more than 20 years, Peter Shilton. Peter, exciting day for football, so many goals scored and also the comebacks. And we were discussing that this is probably one of the most exciting World Cup group stage matches we have ever seen.
Yeah, very much so. There's been some fantastic games, end to end, and today was no exception. So I think the fans are being treated to a lot of very exciting football, definitely.
So we have Mario Lemos with us. He's a Portuguese coach now coaching here in Dhaka. So Mario, have you any question to Peter?
Sure. Like you said, hi, how are you? It's been very exciting. What do you think the reason of these goals? Has been the attacking that's been so good, or the defending, some problems with the defending?
I think probably more bad defending, but obviously there's been some great attacking movements. For example, today, you know, I thought South Korea didn't defend very well. The first 2 goals were just kind of elementary defending. They should have held the line, got the defensive line on the edge of the 18-yard box, but they were far too close to their goalkeeper. And when the ball came in, there was a lot of players around, the ball was dropping around, and obviously Ghana got first to it. But, you know, they shouldn't have been so close to the keeper. And the same with the second one. You know, they should have been further out from the goalkeeper, leave that space so that the attackers can't get quite so close to the goalie. I mean, the header was a good header, and it gave the keeper no chance. So I thought, yeah, it was. They weren't very well organised in terms of a defensive unit, and that cost them. They were 2 goals down before they realised it.
Peter, Asian teams were very exciting this time, especially if you see Saudi Arabia, then South Korea, Japan. But unfortunately, they couldn't keep the momentum. What would be the reason in your eyes?
South Korea, you mean, couldn't keep their momentum?
Saudi Arabia and Japan as well.
Sorry, yes, yeah. Well, you know, they probably had the breaks in their first couple of matches, and obviously, you know, every game is different. You know, sometimes the second game, when you've had a big high, a great result in the first game, like both sides did, the second game is obviously for some reason, and I think it's mental as well as physical. You know, you're probably not quite ready to do the same thing again. It was a little bit like England, you know, won 6-2 and then came out against America and didn't really put the energy, or they seemed to be a little bit lackluster. And sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's mental, but they never really got going. And that's what happens sometimes in the second matches.
Peter, Brazil will face Switzerland later tonight. Of course, the big news and also expected that Neymar will not be part of the squad. So it's always difficult for a coach to replace a player like Neymar. But it's not only about the skills that he brings in on the pitch, but also the experience and the presence. Do you think, like, that would be a key for Brazil, not only for this match, for rest of the World Cup?
Well, I think maybe the coach is thinking about the rest of the World Cup. He's obviously got a problem, has had a problem with his ankles for quite a while. He's probably thinking, well, I don't want him to go out and then be out of the World Cup. He's probably playing it safe. But Brazil have got, you know, a lot of other fantastic players, and you know, they have as we said, I've said before, it's a squad game in the World Cup. You know, you could probably put 2 teams out pretty similar, you know, most squads. So I think Brazil have got a lot of great players, and obviously they're the favourites for me. You know, they've got such a great quality squad. But, you know, like we've seen in the World Cup, I mean, Switzerland are not easy to beat, and obviously you know, that they'll be looking to win the game, Brazil, and I'm sure they probably will do, even without Neymar. They'll probably wait for him to, you know, in the next game or one of the qualifying games.
Thank you so much, Peter Shilton, to join with us.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Visit tsports.com.